In today's vlog, we're going to a sleep study. Before we go, we had to eat dinner. This is my takeout order. The lady thought that my order was for both of us. This is David's. I was just really worried about being hungry during the sleep study and you're locked in a room, so I may have over ordered. So I'm doing this sleep study because David suspects that I have sleep apnea. No matter how much I sleep, I'm still always tired. I snore, interrupted breathing. I do not want to go and do the sleep study, but it's necessary. Sleep study haul, what am I bringing? I'm bringing a pillow. I read online that they don't let you use your own, but I'm just gonna ask them. Got my Kindle, my water bottle, and the sleep study is regrettably like 40 minutes away. What are we gonna do now? We're gonna go and drive there. I'm really not looking forward to this, you guys. Okay, we made it. Oh my god, I've been sitting in the car for like 5 minutes here. Ugh, I really don't want to go do this. I hope they let me use my pillow. Do you think they will? I can't wait any longer. It's 8:40. They said to arrive at 8:30. In the instructions, it said in between 8:30 and 9, so I think there's a little bit of leeway. But I just want to get this over with as soon as possible. I mean, this is a bit scary. You're just going into a room full of strangers and sleeping. Okay, that just seems like you're kind of putting yourself in a vulnerable position, but okay, no worries. But let's do it. Let's just get this over with. You guys think they'll let me take my pillow in? Sleep study room tour. What do we got? We have my pillow, which I think I'm allowed to use. We have the bed. It's turned over because I was checking for bed bugs. Can never be too careful. We got a little sink over here. We have this camera up here that's gonna watch me as I'm sleeping. Is it on yet? I don't know. We have some reading materials, fire exit plan in case of emergency. We have some miscellaneous medical gadgets. Phillips, if you want to collab. I was just informed that I'm gonna have to stay awake for a little while. It's 9 o'clock right now. The nurse came in and she was like, we're gonna set you up at 11. 11? That's in 2 hours. She said to set up a patient, it takes 45 minutes, and there are 2 other patients before me. And I asked to go first because I'm tired, and she said no. So I have to wait until 11 and then another 45 minutes to be set up. So 11:45. So hopefully I'll be asleep by midnight. We have 2 hours to kill together. Good thing I brought my laptop. Oh, we're just gonna watch The Real Housewives. There's Wi-Fi here. Thank God I brought my own pillow. The one here is like this thin. I don't know about you, but I get neck pain if I don't sleep on a like proper pillow. I got like fitted for a pillow because my neck pain was so bad, probably from being hunched over at a desk when I was a lawyer. That's when all my back pain started. That's when all my problems started, really. So I'm thankful that they let me use the pillow. Well, they haven't said anything about the pillow, so you know, I feel like if they saw it, they acknowledged the pillow. I feel like if I wasn't allowed to use it, they would have mentioned it. I was a bit nervous about it only because I read on Reddit, the beacon of all truth on Reddit, that they don't let you use your own pillows in sleep studies. You have to use their pillows, but then that didn't really make sense to me. I was like, I'm just gonna bring it anyways and ask. And I'm glad I did. Okay, all that to say, I'm glad I brought it. Oh my god, the Wi-Fi's not working. We're gonna have to read here. I am reading the book Project Hail Mary. It's like a sci-fi thing. I don't love sci-fi, but I wanted to branch out a little bit because I read the same genre of books, so I thought I would give this a whirl, and I would use my data to browse, but every single month without fail, I always go over my data, even though I'm on Wi-Fi all the time because I don't leave my house. I'm at home on Wi-Fi every single day, but somehow I still manage to go over my data. I'm with Rogers, and I always have to buy that like Rogers boost pack. It's like $60 every single month on top of my phone bill. That's like as much as a phone bill. So this month I'm like, I cannot go over. So that's why we're reading instead of going on the phone. But this is gonna make me fall asleep. I realized that you guys know, because I was traveling last week in New York City, I always download shows on my Prime app, and I have extra episodes of Real Housewives of New York City downloaded from that trip. So we're just gonna chill and watch this. Okay, it is 10:49. I am getting geared up to go here. The worst sleep of my life. Oh my god, that was horrible. I have glue everywhere, face, body. I cannot wait to get home. I have glue all over my face. It's all sticky. Oh my god, I can't wait to get home. 3 months later, that sleep study was done when? June. Okay, what is it now? September. So back in June, like you saw, I had the sleep study conducted. But even though it's September, June, July, August, September, 4 months later, you're probably like, well, you know the result of your sleep study because it's been 4 months. No, I still don't know the result, because what they do is they do the sleep study in one appointment, and then you have to book another appointment where they give you your results. And I have not had that other appointment yet. However, it is tomorrow. Why am I checking in the night before the appointment? Shouldn't we, check in, follow up at the appointment? Well, we have a little bit of a hiccup because my health card, it's expired. And I knew it was expired, but life, it just got in the way. I was in Hawaii. I was really busy. Maybe not that busy, but I didn't go to Service Ontario and renew it. But I was like, it's okay. I'm just gonna renew it online. They have the online renewal now. But then my husband, David, was like, well, can you renew it if you've let it expired? And I read online somewhere that you can in fact renew it if it's expired, if it's within 6 months. So it can't be expired over 6 months. Mine is expired like 1 week, so we're good on that front. However, I got that information secondary source, I think on Reddit, not a primary source, so who even knows if that's true, but that's what I was going with. Another aside, my husband last week was on my case about these parking tickets that I got that I didn't pay, okay? And then I got annoyed. I was like, why are you on my case about these parking tickets? I can handle it, don't worry. But that really came back to bite me, because apparently in order to renew your health card online, you have to first renew your license. But can you renew your license online if you have these outstanding parking tickets like I do? So I get this call from the sleep clinic Friday. Okay, it's Sunday today. I'm on the phone with them. They're like, your health card's expired. I'm like, I know. They're like, did you renew it? I said, yeah, I renewed it. I lied. I'm a liar, okay? And they're like, okay, called my bluff. What's the new health card number that you got since you renewed it? I didn't actually renew it. I was planning on, I thought they were just checking to see if it was gonna be renewed when I came into the office on the Monday. So I had to fess up to her. I said, oh no, sorry, I actually didn't renew it, even though I just said I did 1 second ago. I actually didn't renew the health card, but I'm going to before the appointment. They called at like Friday at 5 p.m. She's like, well, it's Friday night. When are you gonna renew it? Because your appointment's on Monday morning. So I had to tell her that I was gonna renew it online. What we're gonna do right now is see if we can actually renew this freaking health card online, even though it's expired and even though I have those parking tickets that I need to pay. So let's see, grand reveal coming soon. You're on the edge of your seat. Am I gonna be able to renew my health card before this appointment, or am I gonna have to wake up at 8 a.m. tomorrow and try to get to Service Ontario at 9 a.m. so I can renew all this stuff before 10 a.m.? David was like, I can't believe you let this happen. And I was like, babe, you can't take life so seriously. And he was like, maybe you need to take it a little bit more seriously. Okay, but all right, we got our handy dandy laptop. Let's see, can we renew the health card service? Ontario health card renewal. Renew a health card, renew online. Make sure you have, number 1, your most recent health card. Have that. Number 2, your current driver's license, not suspended, expired, or canceled. Let's go to renew your driver's license online. Renew a driver's license. So it says you may be able to renew both your driver's license and Ontario photo health card if they expire at the same time and you don't need a photo. Okay, hopefully I don't need a photo. God, oh my God. If I do need a photo, I'm not a morning person, okay? So I'm gonna have to wake up so early and then get to Service Ontario. I'm not gonna be able to shower, do my makeup. My photo's gonna be so ugly. Okay, I think we have a hiccup here. It says you can renew your driver's license online if, go down, bullet point 7, you don't have outstanding fees, fines, or penalties.
You find your tickets, you can pay them.
Honey, I don't know where they are.
Take a photo?
No. So it's not letting me do it, but not because of the tickets. It says the driver's license information and our postal code entered does not match our records. What? It's saying it's not matching the records. It's not saying it, it's saying it doesn't match the records.
I think you can fail it for a number of reasons.
Well, that's the error it's giving me. If my health card expires, can I still go to the doctor? Ontario. Okay, well, I think we'll see you guys tomorrow at Service Ontario. Bright and early. The girls working at Service Ontario said I probably have time to go and get a coffee, so it's about an hour wait, so I'm gonna go get a Timmy's. Let's go back in. We got it. We got our new health card and a driver's license. I did not have to pay for any tickets, so a win is a win. However, I did have to retake the photos, which was a big L. I asked her, I was like, am I going to have to retake the photos for my driver's license health card? Can we just use this existing one? You know, I look pretty good in this one. It's kind of early right now. Didn't really have time to, and that's going to be on my photo ID for 5 years. Can I just keep this photo? And she's like, yeah, we can keep the photo. Taps at her computer, and she's like, no, actually, we're gonna have to retake the photo. I'm like, fuck. Okay. And you can't look at the photo. They don't let you look at the photo. They just, I don't know what. Okay, I guess I'll find out in 6 weeks when I get the physical copy. It's a scene at Service Ontario. Let me tell you, it was bustling this morning. I got there at 8:36. It opened 8:30, and it is 9:26 now. So just under an hour. But now the doctor's office is half an hour away, so we're gonna make it right on time. You guys see, everything works out for us. Look at that, perfect timing. Do we have sleep apnea? Time will tell. Let's go find out. All right, sleep doctor update. Okay, backing up a little bit. I have this thing that is ruining my life. It is called non-allergic rhinitis. Okay, what is that? It's basically unexplained chronic congestion. You're probably like, why does a little congestion ruin your life? Well, imagine, you know when you have a cold, okay, and your nose is all blocked up, you can't breathe, sleeping at night, it absolutely sucks. Now imagine that was the case for your life every single night. Imagine try sleeping with the level of congestion you have when you have a cold. Okay, now imagine that every single night. That's my life, okay? Every night, without fail, I go to sleep, wake up from the congestion at like 2, 3, 4 a.m. And before I can go back to sleep, I have to find a way to decongest. Sometimes I'm up for half an hour. Sometimes I don't fall back asleep at all. It is severely impacting my quality of life. So because I have these congestion issues, a lot of the symptoms of that, like snoring, interrupted breathing, they present the same as sleep apnea. So my doctor wanted to rule out if I had sleep apnea. So that's why I had that sleep study in the first place. I suspected that it wasn't sleep apnea. I thought it was just all related to the congestion, or the congestion was somehow creating a sleep apnea in me. I don't know how it works, but I knew deep down that my root cause, it all went back to this chronic congestion. Okay, so we go into the doctor's office. Doctor confirms my suspicions. I do not have sleep apnea. My sleeping issues likely all go back to this congestion. His recommendations for me, things I already do, like saline rinses. I do that every morning and every single night. Already do that. Okay, no worries. And it's not his fault. He's a sleep doctor. He's not like an ENT or allergist, so I totally, it's fine that his suggestions, I guess, were not that helpful. He also told me to take these allergy meds, which I'm already prescribed. Okay, that's not helpful for me, but I get it. You're not a sleep doctor. Anyways, one thing I do have though is chronic fatigue because of these sleep issues. There's medications that you can take for it. I've taken one before. Didn't really like the side effects of it. It increases anxiety. There was this other medication that I proposed to him. I was like, what about this medication to manage the chronic fatigue? I read online that this is, people have had success with this in managing the symptoms of chronic fatigue. And he said, number one, he couldn't prescribe this medication because he can only prescribe this kind of medication if the chronic fatigue was related to a sleep issue. And even if he could prescribe the medication, he wouldn't, because I am a woman of childbearing years, and this medication is not recommended for women in their childbearing years. I got so pissed when he said that because number one, you are going to deny prescribing a medication based on a factor that you haven't even ascertained is relevant to the patient or not. Like, yeah, I could have the capacity to have children, but do I even want to? Like, why are you presuming that that is something I'm going to be doing? How am I supposed to have kids when I can't sleep? Riddle me that, doctor. I got so pissed off at him when he said that. I really gave it to him. Anyways, I'm pretty depressed about this. I guess the win is that we ruled out that I don't have sleep apnea, but the L, in addition to the L on my driver's license photo, is that we are not any steps closer to resolving these sleep issues, which sucks. And I'm very lucky and thankful that my job is flexible right now. You know, I don't need to wake up at a certain time. When I was working in law, it was so hard. So you're not sleeping, especially when I was in private practice. Number one, when you're in private practice, you're working a lot, okay? Your sleep schedule, it's already compromised just because of the work schedule in and of itself. Layered on top of that for me, in addition to not being able to sleep as much because of this work schedule, when I did get to sleep, I didn't actually have a deep sleep because it was so interrupted because of my congestion. I was tired all of the time. And I feel like that is really what kind of led to the accelerated burnout I experienced. And at this point, it would be almost impossible for me to go back to law right now because I feel like the effects of not sleeping for literally decades at this point, it's like reaching a breaking point in me. No, seriously. I feel so depressed. I have memory issues. I'm just tired all the time. So if anyone watching this has any inside info on non-allergic rhinitis and how to manage it, I've literally done everything. I've gone to an ENT, CT scan, check for polyps, check for deviated septum, went to an allergist, nothing. So yeah, maybe why don't we do an uplifting activity to wrap up this shitty day? Let's go to the mall. That's what we need right now. This makes me feel better.